Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Uttar Bangla College online class. Hope you all are well. In this COVID situation, we are trying to do something for you, and that's why we are sharing some online classes for you. Hope all the classes will be very helpful for going on in your studies. Today, I will share about Robert Frost's personal life. My today's topic will be very helpful for the students especially for the students of third year, honors third year, and it is also helpful for all the students who read literature. Robert Frost's personal life was plagued by grief and loss. In his life, he struggled a lot. There was ups and downs in every moment of his life. In 1885, when he was 11, his father died of tuberculosis. He left the family with just $8. It was very difficult for him to lead his later life. And for his mother, it was very difficult to maintain the family without having much property. So in that moment they faced many difficulties, but they tried to overcome all the difficulties what they faced. After a very few years, there was another shocking news, and that is Robert Frost's mother's death. In 1900, Robert Frost's mother died of cancer. He was suffering for a long time, and after then in 1900 he was dead. Then Robert Frost's life was more difficult as he was not adult. He didn't complete his study in that moment, but he was facing some shocking situations. First he lost his father, and after a few years he lost his mother also. In 1920, he had to commit his younger sister Jenny to mental hospital, where she died 9 years later. It was another sorrowful situation for him. Mental illness apparently ran in Frost's family, as both he and his mother suffered from depression, and his daughter Irma was committed to a mental hospital in 1947. Frost's wife Eleanor also experienced bouts of depression. Both Frost and his wife was depressed. They couldn't think how to lead their later life. But they tried to overcome all the situations. Eleanor and Robert Frost had 6 children. The son Eleanor, he was died of cholera. Then daughter Leslie Frost, Valentine, another son Carlo, who was committed suicide, another daughter Irma, daughter Marjoria. He was died as a result of puerperal fever after childbirth, and daughter Eleanor Bettina. He was died just 1 year after her birth in 1907. Only Leslie and Irma outlived their father. Frost's wife, who had heart problems throughout her life, developed breast cancer in 1937 and died of heart failure in 1938. Frost experienced a lot of death in his life. He saw his father's death in his early childhood. Then he experienced his mother's death, and after some years, after his married life, in his married life, he also experienced his daughter and son's death, which was very shocking. Here you can see 2 pictures. In one picture you can see Robert Frost. It was his 85th birthday in 1959, and in another picture you can see Robert Frost farm in Derry, New Hampshire, where he wrote many of his poems, including Tree at My Window and Mending Wall. So that's all for today. Last of all, it can be said that Robert Frost's life was full of struggle. He experienced a lot of sorrows and sufferings in his life as his parents left him in his early life, and he also saw his sons and daughters' death. But he didn't leave hopes. He loved poetry in his whole life, and he led his life with poetry. Thank you all. Thanks for today. Have a good time and stay safe at your home, and try to continue your studies. Thank you all.